How's it going, everybody? Gorillas Freak 23 again, and I'm here to recap episode 5 of the Challenge Free Agents, and this is my last week of school for the semester, so should be pretty nice from now on. So let's get right to it. I should be able to post right away. Anyway, the main drama for today is Jordan versus Johnny, which is actually kind of funny because they seem like friends on Rivals too, but basically Jordan, which I think a lot of people will agree with, thinks that Johnny hasn't done enough, and he's kind of skated through his challenges, which I will say was true when he first started. However, I will tell you right now, it's not the case anymore. I mean, if you really look at his history, 8 out of the 10 challenges he has won an elimination at least once. That's better than other people can say. I mean, yeah, I agree. Jordan looked like a beast on Rivals 1, but so far this season he hasn't looked that good. So, anyway, and you'll see why. Let's get to it. The mission today was called Piggyback. Supposedly one of the hardest missions of the season, according to the competitors. Basically, when they had it's 2 teams of 10, which it's another team, which it's going to be a little old, but I know next episode there's 9 people, so I think they have to do individual. But anyway, basically their 2 team captains are Camilla and I think it's Johnny Riley. Basically, what they do is their team has to climb across a series of ropes hanging in the water. And they all have to make it across, and if you fall, that your number decreases. Yet basically your goal is to get as many people across as possible and in the shortest amount of time. So, for instance, if both teams were to get 5 people across, they would go by time. However, even if the team that took way longer than the other team, but they got more people across, they would win no matter what. So basically it's quantity over time. But if there's a tie in quantity, it's time. We've probably seen a lot of these missions before in the past. But anyway, let's get to it. It's a team. The first one up is Team Purple. It's Johnny Bananas, CT, Leroy, Kahuna. A lot of great competitors, actually. It's got Preston on it, which he was picked last again. But anyway, so basically, all the good competitors fall. Johnny Bananas falls. CT falls, Leroy falls, and it boils down to Isaac falls. It boils down to, I think, Preston being and a few other people are the only one that made it. So, well, not a few, but it was like Laurel made it and all that. So basically, or not Laurel, I'm sorry, she's on the other team. But anyway, 6 whole people made it, and I think that included Cara Maria and all, or not Cara Maria, Camilla and all that. But the other team, they also struggle. Zach's able to make it. Laurel makes it. But basically, they have the same situation because apparently what they have to do is they have to climb on each other's backs and hang on ropes, and people just can't handle it. It's a lot of stamina. So 6 out of 10 people also make it. So, of course, we got a tie in quantity, and I think the yellow team ended up edging out with the victory. So actually, Johnny Bananas' team loses. Cara Maria gets her first win, and sadly enough, Leroy and Janae are the only 2 competitors remaining, along with Isaac. Of those 3, Leroy, Janae, and Isaac are the only 3 competitors who have not won a mission this season, which is pretty bad luck because 3 out of the 5 missions have been team, I think, or actually I think it's 4 out of 5. So you would think that they would eventually be on the good team, but they're not. So anyway, it's time for the deliberation. Basically, the way they deliberate is there's a tie between Leroy and Johnny going in the elimination. However, the tiebreaker is by Jordan, and he says, "You know what, Johnny, I want you to earn your stripes." This is, how about you go in? So Johnny Bananas is voted in for the guys. For the girls, they vote Laurel in because they see her as a threat, which I still think she's a little overrated. But, why not? It doesn't matter because I don't know why they're so afraid, because even if she kills it in regular missions, she's proven season after season she doesn't have a whole lot of stamina, and that's usually the way final missions go. So unless the final mission doesn't involve a lot of stamina, which is very unlikely, especially seeing the previews, I don't think Laurel's much to worry about. She'll probably come in second or third as usual. Camilla's the one you got to worry about there. But anyway, so Laurel and Johnny Bananas are bidding in the elimination. Neither one are happy about it. Laurel's royally pissed. So let's just get to the draw. Basically, I didn't really like the way this episode went because I just feel like there's a lot of bad luck on some people's parts. But anyway, for the guys, I think it's between Preston, Isaac, Leroy, and Zach, or CT. And of course, you have two heavy hitters and two lousy competitors. Of course, Isaac draws the kill card, and his reaction was actually hilarious because he's just like slams the kill card back down, and he's like, fuck, triple shit, quadruple shit, flipping out. It's actually kind of funny, but I kind of felt like he deserved it just because even though he's a nice guy, he doesn't cause he's not very controversial in the least. He's terrible, let's face it. He's failed, I think, every single mission he's been on so far. He has contributed nothing. And on the Duel 2, he was the same way on the Duel 2 season, if you remember watching. So, in his challenge history, I don't think he's done one positive thing yet. So, and for the girls, the one that draws the kill card is Jasmine. Well, she starts crying because she knows she's going to lose. And that's primarily because the elimination tonight is balls in. Reverse to episode 1 where Chet had to go home because of Frank. That's the one they're playing tonight. So, of course, it's a huge physical match. So, it starts out with 6 foot tall, 160 pound solid Laurel versus little 5 foot, 92 pound Jasmine. Well, it's a physical match. So, how the hell do you think this went? Jasmine gave a great fight, but it's like round 1 Laurel, round 2 Laurel. Jasmine was able to get a ball in, but then Laurel's just shoving her out of the way like a flea. And kind of interesting, this is the second time Jasmine's had to go up against Laurel in a physical battle. Not that in her history, not that I'm saying that Jasmine's any good, but I will give her the benefit of the doubt when you're going against one of the toughest female competitors from a physical standpoint. I said physical, I didn't say overall, because I still think she's overrated overall. But coming from a physical standpoint, the only girls that could beat her are Evelyn, Rachel, Robinson, Emily Schramm, and possibly Anissa. Those are really the only ones that could beat her from a physical standpoint. So Laurel wins. So that makes her elimination record actually a perfect 5-0. Granted, she's done nothing but beat lousy competitors. People don't mention that, but I would say it's pretty impressive to say the very least. So, I mean, even though I still think it's, when you go against shitty competitors or have a good partner every time, that doesn't say too much. But anyway, now it's time for the guys. Right away, Johnny's playing defense. He just slams Isaac out of the ring. He actually does this 2 or 3 times. So Johnny's able to score 2 points right off the bat. Bam, bam. He throws Isaac around like a rag doll. It's actually kind of sad because both eliminations tonight were blowouts. Isaac was able to get 1 point, similar to how Jasmine did, but overall Johnny just overpowered him. And Johnny's a pretty tough dude. He's big, and of course, right after he wins, he makes a cocky comment to Jordan, and Jordan's like, okay, well, I'll see you in there one day. So, and as much as I hate to admit it, like, Jordan is wrong. I mean, I do like Jordan, but let's face it, Johnny has not only done better than him from a history standpoint. Well, I mean, the guy's done 10 challenges, and Jordan's only done 2. There's one huge difference there. But Jordan has screwed up, like, I think 3 missions this season. Johnny has only had 1 bad mission. So Johnny Bananas is looking like a beast out there, He's already beat CT, well, on an elimination, and he beat him in a final mission, who's considered one of the greatest, but, So the dude has a lot to brag about. And this is actually the first time in history that Johnny's elimination record is above 500. He's 4-3 now. That's the first time in history, and that is true. He started off in the hole and finally got his way back up to 500, winning percentage, and I think Rivals won. But, Battle of the X's when he beat Mark and Rob. But anyway, So Johnny is still, I mean, he's a pretty big beast. I know people want to say he only survived on his friends, and like I said, 5-6 years ago would have agreed with you. These days, not the case. He's really just proven himself time and time again. So, you know, we'll see if he even loses this season, because I still doubt it. But anyway, so Johnny wins, and they get back to the house, and they have a classic argument between Jordan and Johnny, and you've probably seen it in the trailer and the preview several times, and Jordan's like, "I'll end you, bro. I'll end you." So I have a feeling we will see a Jordan versus Johnny elimination. I don't know. You know, of course, and partially that, part of that is luck. I mean, because you got to hope one of them draws the kill card against each other. So that there's a luck aspect involved, and God forbid if they're on the same team. But anyway, I could see maybe Jordan volunteering himself because he hates Johnny so bad, but I don't know if they even allow volunteers this season because of the draw. So we'll just have to see how that all plays out. And it looks like they should have halfway point trailer, so I guess it's roughly the halfway point. Although if you actually count down to where there's only 3 guys and 3 girls in the final, actually there should be about 11 or 12 episodes at least. So I don't know if it's going to be the halfway point or not. So we'll see. Basically, I kind of like the way this challenge has gone so far. I'm just going to give my halfway point opinion, I guess. If it really is the halfway point, I don't know. I like the challenge, but ironically, it's not what they intended. They said this will be the one where it's all skill. One, just as I said, there's still alliances. It's more like Jordan and the rookies versus Johnny and the veterans, Johnny Bananas, which doesn't surprise me. And 2, there's a lot of luck. I mean, some people don't draw the kill card. They're lucky. Some people are getting put on good teams and having to win. Some people are getting put on the lousy team, like Leroy always gets picked on a lousy team. So really, it's actually more luck-based than anything this season. So I'm a little disappointed that skill isn't the main factor. This is like a duel 3 on steroids or something, or duel 3 with a twist. So anyway, we'll see how this all goes. And next episode looks like it's going to be interesting. Like I said, it pretty much has to be an individual match because there's only 9 people, unless there's 3 teams of 3 with 2. But then again, I don't even think that could work because of the male-female ratio. So we'll just have to see. Okay, bye.